Welcome to the best horror movie you never saw, where we shine a light on horror movies that you may have missed, haven't seen in a long time, or just plain forgot about. On this episode, we're looking at Lamberto Bava's 1985 freak show Demons, which was produced by genre legend Dario Argento. Man, don't you miss going to the movies? The marquees, the smell of buttery popcorn, the big screen, the trailers. Depending on what part of the world you're in, it may have been a long time since you've actually been to a movie theater. I think the part I miss most is the communal experience. That feeling you get when the audience reacts all at once to a dramatic or funny moment in the film. Or how about when the person next to you turns into a drooling, bug-eyed demon and attempts to rip your face off? Wait, what? Okay, maybe you don't miss that too much. Better to see it happen to other people. That pretty much sums up the entire plot of Demons, a wild and crazy gore fest set inside an old movie house. Utilizing state-of-the-art makeup effects, a kick-ass soundtrack, and an atmosphere of unabashed outrageousness, Demons is not afraid to give you a hell of a good time at the expense of logic and characterization. Co-writer-director Lamberto Bava is, as you may know, the son of Mario Bava, the original maestro of Italian horror. After working as a gun for hire on a few movies, Lamberto wanted to direct an anthology feature in the vein of his father's Black Sabbath. One of the proposed stories was about monsters coming out of a big screen to terrorize a movie theater, and Lamberto liked the idea so much he decided to turn it into a feature. With help from Mario's protege Dario Argento, who Lamberto had worked for as an assistant several times before, Demons was filmed in Berlin during the summer of 1985, and released in Italy only a handful of months after completion. Perhaps it was that quick turnaround that accounts for the movie's, let's say, unrefined screenplay? But that's not a problem. Once the ride starts, you don't want to get off. Thankfully, this ride starts very quickly, not forcing us to spend too much time with its leads, a couple of girls named Cheryl and Kathy, who head to a sneak preview of a horror movie in Berlin. There they meet two dorks, George and Ken, with whom they quickly develop a rapport, and they all settle down for a cozy night at the movies. Yeah, right. It doesn't take long for all hell to break loose when one of the supporting characters scrapes herself on a movie prop mask in the lobby, which turns her into a ravenous demon. Note to movie theaters, maybe don't put cursed masks in your lobby for anyone to manhandle. Once that poor young lady is transformed into a ghoul, all bets are off, and the domino effect has begun, leading us to wonder who, if anyone, will make it out of this nightmarish experience alive.
What the hell is going on here, huh?
Spoiler, most of them do not. It's a pretty simple premise. While it doesn't always stand up to scrutiny, we're not here for a thoughtful character study. We're here to see flesh-eating demons, and boy, do we get them. With creature effects overseen by Sergio Stivoletti, who would go on to collaborate many more times with Argento, Demons boast some of the freakiest, ugliest monsters of the 80s. When they attack, they mean business. And Bava is more than happy to show every last bit of skin-ripping, blood-spewing nastiness. This is a horror movie fan's dream, and thanks to the film's breakneck pace, you get lots and lots of carnage in a short amount of time. Once the outbreak has occurred, Demons never slows down to talk things over or deliver any further exposition. It's a fight to the death in what feels like real time, so buckle up. Okay, I take that back a little. The movie does have a few interludes with a car full of drug-happy punks, completely unrelated to the events inside the movie theater. Why are we frequently hanging out with these scuzzballs? Well, because they're eventually going to crash the party, of course. Sure enough, this ragtag bunch finds their way into the theater in order to avoid some cops, which clearly means they're going to be unlikely heroes to save the day, right? Ha! Not quite. Don't want to spoil it for you, but let's just say their long journey to redemption never really materializes. Personally, I think Bava just wanted to show characters snorting cocaine out of a Coke can. But that's just another testament to the movie's genuine unpredictability. Introducing us to an ensemble of desperate characters, we're sure there will be some saviors in the bunch. If not our bland leads, then maybe the angry old man who's taking his wife to a demon movie on their anniversary. Maybe it'll be the pimp who is cool enough to bring two of his employees to a nice night out at the cinema. Heck, how about the blind man and his daughter? because why wouldn't a blind guy want to go see a horror flick? Demons has fun introducing us to this colorful bunch, and then just as much fun dispatching them in hideous ways. Don't get too attached to anyone, folks. Although it's not hard to root for Tony the Pimp, the most take-charge mother of the group, who accepts the reality of demons in their midst quite easily. While most of the characters aren't incredibly fleshed out, you have to hand it to the whole ensemble. They certainly give it their all. The hysterics on display are plentiful, and very much in keeping with the kind of shrieking, crying, and over-emoting you expect from an over-the-top Italian horror flick. I'm going to guess Demons was a very enjoyable movie to make, which helps make it a very enjoyable movie to watch. All of this madness is set to a truly awesome soundtrack, which features longtime Argento composer Claudio Simonetti, as well as legends like Billy Idol, Motley Crue, Scorpions, and Rick Springfield. And let's face it, you need kick-ass music when you have a scene like the one where one of our heroes rides a motorcycle, yes, another handy prop from the lobby, through the theater, chopping up demons. If this sequence doesn't have the audience cheering, they might as well be dead. But Demons has plenty of standout sequences in addition to that one. How about when a helicopter falls through the theater roof? For crying out loud. Or when one of the torn-up prostitutes rips through the movie screen in a final plea for help. A moment that clearly inspired a similar scene in Scream 2. Then there's the part when a demon bursts through another demon's back for no apparent reason other than it looks utterly badass. By that point, we're well past the point of expecting demons to make a lick of sense. It's just here to party, and so are we. And that's what Demons is, ultimately. A throat-ripping, head-scalping, sword-swinging good time to be enjoyed with a raucous crowd. If you can't see it in a theater, or get a group of people together to check it out anytime soon, you'll still have a blast watching it as it bounces from one gloriously bonkers scene to the next. And for the most excellent double feature, you'd be wise to check out Demons and its sequel, Demons 2, naturally, which might be an even crazier movie than this one. If you're finding yourself worn out by the realities of life nowadays, why not give yourself a gift of Italian horror with Demons? Maybe even pair it with your favorite Italian dish.